Hi everybody, this is Mrs. Martin. I wanted to put together a short video to go through some options for you if you are looking for a great book to read. I know that right now we don't have a lot of options because the library is currently closed and you can't pick up a good book down in the LMC. We're missing seeing you down there, and hopefully this will be a way to connect you with some resources and get you a chance to read something on your iPad or your phone or another device that you have at home in the meantime. So a lot of this might be review, some of it might be new information. I'll try to put out some new things on the library homepage as I'm learning about them as well. So you can keep checking back there for new resources as I'm learning. First thing I want to go through is how to use your Mac and Via app on your iPad. If this is not an app that you've already downloaded to your iPad, it is in the self-service, so you can simply search Mac and Via and add that to your iPad. Another way is just simply to search macandvia.com, and you'll notice that that's how I have that here on my web browser. When you go ahead to search the ebooks that we have in our district, you can type in the city of Apple Valley, and it's going to pull up a lot of the schools in our district. Valley Middle School is going to show up second from the bottom, and you'll select our school. You'll need to click the blue login button, and it brings you to this window. It's going to ask for your username and password. In this case, for students, it will be your student ID number. There is no @apps to be added. If you're a staff member, it's going to be your first name dot last name. So for myself, I'm going to be typing in my first name and my last name. But again, for students, this would be your ID number. No @apps or anything, just the number. Your password is going to be your Colab password. For staff members, this would be your email password. If you run into any trouble logging in, just like it says here on the screen, you can send me an email or a message on Schoology and let me know that you're struggling to get logged in, and I'd be happy to help you. Once you get logged into the app with your username and password, there's a lot of ways to search this, and I know I've gone through this with you in your English and language arts classes. You can simply search for a title up in the top right-hand corner. So if there's a certain book you're looking for example, if I were to search for the book Other Words for Home and click the magnifying glass, it shows me that this book is in the collection. Now this is not a collection of hundreds of thousands of books. It is a fairly limited collection, so you might find that the book you're looking for just isn't there. But hopefully something that you are looking for is one that you'll find. You'll notice on this window, the first book here, it says Other Words for Home, available underneath this one here. It says available 0 of 1. So that is telling me that the book, the ebook that I wanted to read, is currently checked out. The one copy that is available in the district is not available for me to check out yet. So I have a couple options. Obviously, I can move on and try to find something else. I could also use this button and press request. If I do that, that's similar to filling out a red reserve slip in our library or placing a book on hold. It puts me on a list, and I'll get a little message on this app right up here in the backpack that will let me know that the book is ready. I'll also receive a message for you guys. It'll come through on your Colab email, and it'll tell you that, hey, this book's ready for you when it is. Please only request a book if you know it is one that you want to read, because it is placing that book on hold for you, which means that obviously it's requesting it and placing it on hold, keeping it from someone else. If I scroll down here, I do notice that one of these is available. This is an audiobook. It's got the headphones next to it. So I can listen to this book, and I can, in fact, just listen right now. If I press this green button, it opens up and...
Balzer and Ray and Harper Audio. Other Words for Home by Jasmine Warga.
So it immediately starts to play, and I can listen to the whole book that way. Just to show you what it looks like if I do end up requesting this book, if I press request, all it does is it tells me, or just changes that request button to cancel request. If I go to my backpack up here and I look at this menu under requests, it'll just show that it is a book that now is under my requests. If I go back here, there's lots of different ways, again, to go through and look at books. Off to the left here, I can search under a category. I can search by a genre or a series. I can search by an author's name. Once the title is checked out to me, for example, maybe I'm going to search up the book that won our March Madness of Books 2020, which was Out of My Mind. This one is available. It looks like our 2 copies that are available as ebooks are both available. When I press checkout, it tells me now that one of those copies has been checked out. This changed to show that it's mine. And it also shows that now it is going to expire, or it's going to be due back in 20 days and 23 hours. So I get to keep it for 3 weeks. I don't have to worry about returning it. It will automatically return for me. And when I go to my backpack, either I can open it right now and just take a look at it by clicking the green button. And I can just start to read it that way, flipping the pages just like I would a regular book. I can also, in my backpack, look at the checkouts, and those would be any of the books that I had checked out, and I could do so that way. Now I'm looking at this on my laptop. If I were using this on my iPad, there would also be a button that says download, and I could download the book to my iPad, and after that I would not need to have my Wi-Fi available in order to look at the book, which is a really nice feature. So those are just a couple ways to make use of Mac and Via. You can play around on this to do some of the searching. There's a lot of other neat features, and I'd encourage you to do so because it's got a lot of great books that are available. Some other options for you if you're looking for electronic books to read while you're at home. 8th graders, you were set up a couple months ago with a Dakota County Library student card. This is just a reminder to you that we did put together that presentation. I came to your English classes and met with you. We walked through the steps of getting you set up with the different apps through the Dakota County Library. These were the apps that you guys now have on your iPad. If for some reason you were absent during those presentation days, if you didn't have a chance to come down to see me, if your iPad wasn't with you that day, and you still didn't have a chance to come down and stop down to the library, just a reminder that these are the apps that are available. These are the ones you should download to your iPad. And then these links, everything in fact I'm showing you in this video today, is going to be available to you on your class page in Schoology. So all these links, including this presentation. If you needed to still create that student account, you could walk through the steps of this, and I'd be certainly happy to help you with that over email or Schoology, or if we needed to talk online about that, I would be happy to help you. So a reminder that those are available, whether that's for audiobooks or magazines, remembering that there's music and movies and other great stuff as well as the ebooks. Another really exciting thing that's going on right now, largely in response to the fact that schools are closed here in Minnesota, Dakota County Library is now making it available over the phone for anyone in any grade to call their library and register for a library card over the phone. This is something you usually have to do in person at the library, and again, because of school closings, they've offered it over the phone. I'll put all of those steps out that I'm going to talk through right now out on Schoology as well, but I'll show you the website you'd want to go to. This is on the Dakota County Library website. This is all the access here to some of their great resources like Cloud Library and Hoopla and RB Digital. All you would need to do, this would be great for any 6th or 7th grade student who doesn't have that student library card as an 8th grader, If you don't already, as a family, have an account with the Dakota County Library System, I'd highly encourage you right now to call any Dakota County Library branch. Again, I'm going to put this out on Schoology, but the Galaxy Library number that you can call is 952 891 7045. You want to listen through their recorded message. It's going to say, our branches are now closed. But then on that message, they will tell you, to go ahead and press, I think it's the number 3, to actually speak to a staff member. And I spoke to someone yesterday. At that time, you can let them know that you'd like to get a library card. All you'll have to provide is your address, your phone number, your email, and birthday. And they will give you right then and there over the phone a library account number and a PIN or a password that you will use. And then you can start to access their stuff just like you would if you had the card in front of you. You'll be able to use the things that are right here on the Dakota County Library website. You can download their apps to your iPad, your school iPad, and you can have access to their hundreds of thousands of things. They've got everything from video to audio to EBooks, comics, graphic novels, magazines. Their collection is just gigantic. So while our Mac and Via one in our district is a great start, this really opens up a greater variety of materials. And I'd be happy to help walk you through how to do some of that if you have questions about how to do it. What I've been told is that staff at the Dakota County Library will then mail you your physical card after you speak to someone on the phone. So you do eventually get your own library card just the way you would if you were to go to one of their physical branches. The other thing I want to highlight in this video before I'm all done is that Audible, a site that many of you are already familiar with for audiobooks, again in response to the coronavirus, decided to put out a bunch of free audiobooks for students. There are not just books for teens, but I'm highlighting here with my link that'll be on Schoology, the ones that are available to teenagers. They've got 66 that they've put out there already that are there for you for free. And it looks like just a great collection to start. So these are books that typically they require you to have a subscription for, to pay for. Just another place to begin. Looks like, they've got 2 pages worth of things. They have some other ones that are more for middle grade students. They have elementary, they have adult reads. So if you go back, like I said, I was starting on the teen ones. They even have literary classics and folk and fairy tales. So you should take a look at these as well. You can use these audiobooks as another way to get connected with some great reads. I know it isn't the same as seeing you in the library, and it's not the same as being able to check out some of your favorite books, but I hope in the meantime, this is something that will get you by, and I look forward to seeing you as soon as we can back at Valley Middle. In the meantime, please reach out on Schoology if there's anything I can help you with, or if there are other resources that you are aware of and that you want me to share with students, I would love to know. As I said before, I will be posting other things on the library homepage when I know some more things that I can share with you. Thanks so much. Take care, wash your hands, and stay well.